Hey everybody, Steve here again. We are in the New York store and we have the Gretsch Broadkaster 3-ply series, and this time we're going to do it with a bop kit. And the interesting thing about this is if you think back to it, this is a 50s era shell, and in the 50s you really didn't have bop kits. You really didn't start seeing 18s until the 60s, and even 20s were really rare until the 60s. But by recreating the original 3-ply shell, the maple poplar maple 3-ply shell with a very thick middle ply of poplar and a thin inner and a thin outer of maple, with those reverse round over bearing edges on the toms and on the bass drum, what you end up with is a very different sound than anything that you would have heard in the 50s. So it's kind of nice to think about. You had 13-16-22s, 13-16-24s as a common configuration in the 50s, but not the small kits. So really, this is the first time you've really had a chance to experience the 3-ply Gretsch sound in bop sizes. There has been one legitimate 3-ply bop kit, 12, 14, 18 matching snare, and I know because we sold it, but that's the only one I've ever seen. So that was a rarity. But this will give you a nice sense for the sound of these. Again, this particular shell is a much different sound than USA Custom. This is a much warmer, more open sound, which is owed basically to the shell, the configuration of the shell, the construction of it, and the bearing edge, and also the fact that these drums use double flanged rims, which are a little bit more open than the heavier die-cast. So the Gretsch USA gives you a tighter, more focused sound, but the Broadkaster is going to give you a much more open sound. So let's try it out here with a little bop kit, 8x12, 14x14, 14x18, 5.5x14 snare, and vintage build out. So here we go. There you have it. Really nice, really warm sound. They project really well, and it's an articulate kit. They sound great. They look great. You can see them all up on the website, of course, at MaxWellDrums.com. The Gretsch Broadkaster 3-ply series, a 50s replica. Beautiful stuff. Thanks.